currently sitting at 3.5%, Africa's GDP growth is expected to accelerate to 4% by the end of this year and to hit 4.1% by 2020. Though lower than China and India's growth, Africa's economic growth is projected to be higher than that of other emerging and developing economies elsewhere. But in essence, for those wanting to do business in Africa, what does this economic performance really look like? East Africa remains the strongest growing region on the continent, with 6.3% economic expansion this year. Where Ethiopia, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda are all expected to record real GDP growth above 6%. This is an attractive investment opportunity for those attending the 2019 Future Energy East Africa Conference and Expo in Nairobi on 17 and 18 September. Looking at the economic performance in other regions, the average GDP growth in North Africa, which accounts for 1.6 percentage points of Africa's expected growth, is erratic because of Libya's changing economic circumstances. As part of the country's strategic plan, the Libyan government has turned to the World Bank for help in recovering its economy. Meanwhile, growth in Central Africa is gradually recovering but remains below average for Africa as a whole, sitting at 3.4%. As for Southern Africa, its GDP growth is expected to remain moderate through to 2020. Percentage-wise, it's projected to hit 2.2% this year and 2.8% in 2020. But in South Africa, Stats SA recently reported an economic decline in the first quarter of 2019, with manufacturing and electricity playing a key role. Can the new cabinet turn this around? This will be an interesting development to watch. Lastly, in West Africa, no substantial growth is anticipated to 2020. Nigeria's GDP is expected to expand by only 2.3% as the government struggles to reduce the nation's oil dependence. For investors, Ellen Kessler from the African Discovery Group advises drawing on the knowledge of local talent. Watch the full interview where he discusses doing business in Africa. Subscribe now for more insights into the African market. Thank you for watching.